The next section of your rehabilitation portfolio is detailing your athlete's current injury information. So here, what I've done is just put some kind of supporting notes in here in terms of just things you need to think about. This section here, it's important that we don't bullet point. We actually clearly describe the injury occurrence. So to start with here, we might circle if it's chronic or acute, and then detail how the injury occurred, how long ago did it happen, any immediate treatments applied to. So, for example, did we ice it? Any further investigation needed? Okay, so do you think they need an X-ray or an MRI scan, or is surgery required? And then finally detail if it's right or left in terms of the body, in terms of the injury occurrence. Okay. Next, what we're doing is we're discussing relevant anatomy. So here we're detailing any bones, any muscles involved in terms of the area or site of injury, the range of movement that you currently have, what healing phase in terms of where you stand at the moment, signs and symptoms, and then what we will do is we will detail a picture of the injury or injury site. So, for example, you might find a picture of a dislocated shoulder, if you've got a shoulder dislocation, or anything linked to your chosen injury. For your planned ongoing treatments during rehabilitation, okay, you might detail here or describe such as some suggestions for supporting treatments during the rehabilitation phase or rehabilitation of your injury. So, for example, is it that you're going to get your client to have taping throughout, acupuncture, support and exercise massage? So that needs to be detailed in this section for your planned ongoing treatments during rehabilitation for your injury. Finally, within this section, what we need to do is we need to propose a timescale of treatment. So this is your athlete coming to you ready to start the rehabilitation program. So, for example, if you've got a athlete with a broken ankle, for example, this is post-plaster. So we're not detailing, for example, the 6 weeks they're in plaster. It's they're out of plaster and they're ready to start within here. So one way you can do it is you can have a timeline in terms of your weeks, and then detail underneath the proposed kind of areas of focus within each stage. So for examples here, within week 1, I'm looking at range of motion and balance, okay, and then my focus changes throughout my weeks, and then finally ends with my return to sport.